Hey guys, it's your boy Markcoos and welcome back to Markcoos' Raid at Arsenal, episode number 26. And sorry for the lack of videos in the last couple of days, 4 days, 3 days, I don't even know. But I've been a little bit sick, as you can probably tell from my voice. I'm either going to be really quiet, or I'll have some sort of the sort of background. If I stop the video, it's only because if I stop recording, it's only because I have to either cough or sniff or some crap like that. But the first match is against Manchester City in the FA Cup. I think it's the quarter-finals, and this match would be relatively difficult because, of course, I am trying to fight on all four fronts. But I'm going to tell you this now. There's only 4 episodes left of this series after this episode, so it goes up to episode number 30. Because I was relatively getting bored of the actual, not game, but I was getting bored of the actual series as a whole, and I do go out in a bang. But in the sixth minute of the match, Gibbs here on the ball on the left hand side, and I'm just running down the left hand side like, nah, Gibbs is really overpowered now. More or less the whole team has just got overpowered. Higuain gets the ball here, chips it through to Royce, and Royce is just like, thank you very much. Past Pantilimon for 1-0 lead, and roughly at the, I don't even know, like 10th minute of the match or something. It wasn't really that, this game wasn't really difficult at all, but Man City went forward again, tried to chip it through, Vermaelen gets it, and this is like quite a well worked goal, to be fair. Get the ball to Gibbs again on the left hand side. He's like a 96 rated left back, so I mean, he's, like I was saying, he's pretty overpowered. And 34 minutes, yeah. Look at that for a pass from Ramsey. I try to pass it actually to Giroud, ends up going straight through to Royce, and Royce just pops it again past Pantilimon for a 2-0 lead in like the 35th minute. A pretty good lead again. It's quite a difficult side. Man City are always going to be a difficult side for me to face. In the 45th minute, to try and get through, can't really get through. Man City clear. But 2-0 lead at half time, not that bad. I mean, 4 shots, 3 on target for me. I mean, they have been dominating pass completion. I mean, look at that, 90% from Manchester City. But in the 51st minute here, passing the ball about, Royce passes it to Vermaelen, not Royce, Wilshere passes it to Vermaelen, really poor pass, Balotelli intercepts, gets a shot away, Chesney makes a pretty poor save, palms it out right into Tevez' space, and Tevez just pops it into the back of the net for 2-1, for 1 goal back. But I was just like, alright, I'm going to try my best and at least attempt to get back. 53 minutes on the clock here, Royce on the ball again. Royce is so OP. He ends up again, it gets headed out again to Wilshere, and Wilshere's just like, I'll just take my time, pass it to Ramsey, Ramsey to Higuain with quite a good shot, good save by Pantilimon, and then Ozil comes in and pops into the back of the net from quite close range for 3-1 lead, and it was like, not too bad. We'll probably end up winning this match and end up winning probably the cup, because the only remaining hard team in it, I think, is Chelsea after this match. But in the 60th minute here, Higuain gets away from Kolo Touré, and look at that for a strike into the top corner for it was a relatively simple goal from Big Higuain. Now Wilshere, bring in Lucius for Wilshere, and due to the fact that it's a January transfer and I actually don't go out and buy anyone, I also take off Ozil, who's had a great game for Sergio Ramos, for a little bit more defence stability at the back. He gets a nice hug off me, and that's really about it, really. Comes to the 90th minute. The ball gets cleared to, I think it's Tevez, and it comes back. It gets cleared again eventually from Gibbs. It doesn't even get cleared actually. Company gets a shot away. Chesney makes a good save. I just kick it out, and then that's it. Final whistle, 4-1, final result, and we're into the semi-finals of the League Cup. So we have 15 shots, 7 on target. Man City had 17 for 12, but we came out with good possession stat of 59%, and Marco Royce gets man of the match for 7.5 rating. So our other results are Bolton beat Stoke, Swansea beat Middlesbrough after extra time, and Chelsea beat Blackburn after extra time. So Chelsea would be the only relatively difficult side, and all depending on who I'd actually get for the semi-final matches, and I end up getting Bolton, so it won't be too difficult. But into the next match of the episode, against Bolton actually in the Premier League. It's away from home, it's at the Reebok Stadium, so it was always going to be a bit more difficult, but I don't really find Bolton as a difficult opposition, considering they are Empower Championship. I mean, their side, they've not really bought anyone that's, I don't know if it's probably down to that how it's sort of made in terms of the option file, but they have like majority of the same squad. They have like likes of Wheater, Holden, Davis, and Gog and Spearing. Well, like I played a relatively strong side. I mean, Cazorla, Higuain, Royce, Wilshere, Ramsey, Jenkinson, and Shelley, Vermaelen, Gibbs, Chesney. I mean, that's a very, very strong side. So this match shouldn't have been too difficult, and it ended up actually being a lot more difficult than I anticipated, due to the fact that they just defended like hell. But in the 32nd minute here, Vermaelen on the ball passes it through to Santi Cazorla. Cazorla through to Royce, and Royce just buys his time until Giroud makes a good run. Giroud makes a good run, played it through to him, and Giroud, like I said several times before, when one-on-one with the keeper, he will pop away, but that wasn't even a one-on-one chance. That was just a very, very, very well taken goal from Olivier Giroud for a 1-0 lead in the 32nd minute of the match, and deservedly, to be fair. And literally, you'll see the stats at half-time, what I'm talking about in terms of how deserved it was. I mean, it's 1-0 at half-time, and look at that. I mean, I've had 10 shots, 5 on target, they've had 4 for 3. It's a bit disappointing from their point of view, and I really should have scored more. In the 56th minute here, Higuain uses a little bit more of his strength, and ends up scoring a pretty nice goal. And he doesn't really celebrate, because I mean, it's not really worthy of celebrating scoring a goal against Bolton. No offense to Bolton, but they're not that good a team, to be fair. And I think I end up making a couple of substitutions here. I'm not really sure who it is, but yeah, I end up bringing in Randall and Chamberlain for Higuain and Cazorla respectively. And I was like, right, so if I'm bringing in Randall, it'll be a relatively, shouldn't be too difficult. But in the 75th minute here, they end up hitting it down the right hand side to Lee Chung Young. He ends up coming inside, crosses it in. Koscielny loses Ngog. That's a really poor save from Szczesny, and Ngog actually scores. But in literally the last minutes of the match, Randall tries to come inside, can't really do anything with it. Ramsey ends up taking out Jay Spearing and getting a straight red card. I think I was just going a bit too crazy, I was just going a bit mental. But Ramsey ends up getting sent off, and I was just like, fair enough, I'll just defend for the last couple of minutes because there's only a couple of minutes on the clock. So final score 2-1, 16 shots, 7 on target, 85 pass completion, 54 percentage possession, and Wilshere was man of the match. So other results, Manchester United actually beat Everton 5-1. That was a bit out of place compared to the other results, which were 1-0, 2-2 and 1-0 between Cardiff, West Brom, West Ham, Wigan, Southampton and someone else. And other results, Norwich beat QPR, Newcastle beat Aston Villa, Sunderland actually beat Man City, Chelsea beat Stoke, and Tottenham beat Liverpool. So in terms of the table, I'm still top of the table. I'm 6 points clear of Manchester United, 12 points clear of Chelsea, and 20 points clear of Everton. So basically I've got the title in the bag if I can just fend off Man United. So into the second last game of this episode, third game of the 4 available, and it's against West Ham. And West Ham, very difficult team due to the fact that Andy Carroll he's just so good in this game that the computer can handle him so well. I'm pretty good with Andy Carroll, to be fair, but I've never actually tried him out in either Mass League or MLO because I don't think you'd actually enjoy if I played with Andy Carroll in MLO. But they play quite a strong team like Jarvis and Mark Noble, Alou Diada, Collison. So they're quite a strong team. I had to play not a relatively weak team, it was a pretty strong team as well. I mean, the likes of Mangala came in, Cleverly came in for Ramsey, Cazorla played instead of Ozil, and I played in the blue away kit because of course it was away from home, it's at Upton Park, so it was going to be a bit more difficult. But in the 12th minute of the match here, Cleverly gets the ball, plays it to Wilshere, and Wilshere again has a speculative shot, takes a huge deflection, just creeps into the bottom corner for a nice 1-0 lead in roughly the 12th minute of the match. And I was just like, the goal, maybe I deserved it, but I mean, every one of Wilshere's goals more or less have been really quite scrappy. Never been a one-on-one finish or anything special like that. But in the 20th minute here, Giroud uses his strength, and like I said before, we had one-on-one in a situation with Olivier Giroud and a goalie. Olivier Giroud scored about 95% of the time. He's been an absolute legend for me, and I love the guy so much. But in the 27th minute here, Gibbs actually gets beaten, like in terms of skill, by Jarvis of all people. He ends up a low cross in, and Andy Carroll actually comes in and pops it in past Szczesny at the near post for a 2-1 lead for me. But it was a pretty well worked goal, to be fair. But at half time it's 2-1, and I was just like, alright, I'll try my best. But look at the stats. I mean, we've had 8 shots, 6 on target. It's been a relatively close game in terms of actual pass completion as well. But in the 52nd minute here, Villa, I think, had either come on or he actually started. He ends up actually popping it into the back of the net for a 3-1 lead. And David Villa, his stats aren't the best, but he's so bloody accurate in terms of finishing. But more or less from kickoff, Vermaelen ends up actually losing out of it from Jarvis. From the cross, Matty Taylor comes in and pops it to the back of the net for a well-worked finish. And 3-2, so I was like, right, I'm going to try my best here. But this was an absolute, I think I remember correctly, this was an absolute beast of a goal from Olivier Giroud. Yes, it is. Look at this, he's 68 minutes on the clock. Giroud just running about. He's at, what, 30 yards out, and look at that for a strike into the top corner, across the goalkeeper, and I was just like, holy crap, I'm not sure that's his second goal of the game, and it was a deserved goal. I mean, you'll see a nice little replay of it. It's an absolute beast. Look at this for a strike. Look at that. Jesus Christ. I mean, he's like 30 yards out. I ended up actually taking him off for Randall, because Randall needs some time, but and look at that, that's a manly hug from me to Giroud, because Giroud, he was an absolute legend, absolute beast of a striker to the top corner from 30 yards out for more or less, not a winning goal, because of course we were already winning at the time, but just in terms of a little more protective of the actual final result, sorry. But 17 shots, 12 on target, 4-2 final score, pretty well worked goal for the final one, and Wilshere actually got man of the match, but I believe Giroud should have got it for his beasting goal. But anyway, Man United beat West Brom, Everton beat Wigan, Cardiff beat Wolves, and Norwich beat Southampton. I mean, those are pretty good results. Bolton drew with Aston Villa, QPR beat Sunderland 3-2, Newcastle beat Stoke 2-1, Man City beat Liverpool 3-1, and Chelsea beat Tottenham 2-1. So still top of the table, still 6 points clear, still not drawn a game all season. Arsenal, Manchester United, and Chelsea still haven't drawn a game all season, which is a bit unrealistic, but it has happened before where teams hardly ever draw games. Been to the final game of this episode against Everton at the Emirates Stadium, and Everton, pretty good team to be fair, but I was like, when I play my best teams, I will destroy them. Like, to be fair, it's a bit harsh, but I mean, I did play quite a strong team. I always play a strong team. Like my second team is still quite a strong team. It's the Wilshere, Cazorla, Ozil, Royce as the midfield four, and I go up against Everton. They had Duffy, Jagielka, Coleman, Oviedo. Don't know where Leighton Baines has gone. Morales, Hitzelsberger, Fellaini, and they actually bought Luis Fabiano, and he's a very good striker, former Sevilla striker. He's an absolute beast. But I mean, in the 13th minute of the match here, Sergio Ramos on the ball, and I was just like, I am Sergio Ramos. Pass it to Olivier Giroud, and look at this for a finish. Again, another beastly finish from a big Frenchman with his left foot across the goalkeeper into the top corner. Absolute legend that he is. Has popped it in twice in 2 games from relatively long range out, with the West Ham being a hell of a lot longer out. But in the 21st minute here, big Santi Cazorla ends up being about, what, 25-30 yards out again. And look at that for a strike across Tim Howard into the bottom corner for a 2-0 lead, and another really good goal. But in the 37th minute here, Luis Fabiano actually goes through on goal, and Koscielny can't stop him. And Luis Fabiano eventually, he gets a shot with Szczesny, makes a good save. I think Coleman ends up actually hitting the bar, as you can see, and Wilshere just clears it. And in this 43rd minute here, Ozil on the ball, he just ends up sort of just taking a piss out of Oviedo, who comes close to him. Morales again tries to get close, can't stop him. Royce comes in, and look at that. Okay, that's really weird, because there's a sort of animation which is, it's like a toe poke animation, which I've never actually seen before. I thought it was quite cool. But yeah, 3-0 halftime score most likely, or would it be? I'm not actually sure. No, it's not, because on the right hand side, Morales comes across, passes back to Luis Fabiano. Look at that for a finish in their post. Pass the keeper, past big Szczesny, and Luis Fabiano gets the ball for a 3-1 lead at halftime. And that was halftime score, and it was like, right, okay, I'm gonna have to try my best just to calm the storm, because of course they've had 5 shots, 3 on target. I've had 10 for 7, so basically I've got double their shots on target. But in the 51st minute here, Wilshere on the ball, I just play a nice little ball through to Olivier Giroud, and instead of trying a nice finesse shot this time, just end up blasting it past Tim Howard into the back of the net for his second goal of the game, if I'm correct. Olivier Giroud, absolute legend. He deserves a World Player of the Year in my opinion. Like, not in real life, of course. He's not really done anything worthy of it in real life, but in the 73rd minute here, Jagielka ends up scoring after Fellaini's shot gets blocked. I think it's by Gibbs, and Jagielka ends up popping into the back of the net. But in the literally last minutes of the match, they're passing it around the back. They're trying to get forward. Can't really get forward past my beast of a defence, and 4-2 the final score. And I mean, look at that: 20 shots, 14 on target. They're 7 for 5, and the man of the match is big Jack Wilshere. So other results: Man United beat Wigan, West Brom beat Wolves, Norwich beat Cardiff, Aston Villa beat West Ham, Southampton beat Sunderland, Bolton beat Stoke, Liverpool beat QPR, Man City got beat by Chelsea 2-1, and Tottenham beat Newcastle United 2-1. So basically I'm still 6 points clear, probably got the title in the bag. Boom, boom, boom. So if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and catch you later.